The Los Angeles Lakers are standing at a crossroads once again. Another offseason, another period of uncertainty, another moment where every move, or lack thereof, could determine whether the purple and gold are chasing banners or just clinging to nostalgia. Let's not sugarcoat it. The Lakers need help. The roster is solid, no doubt. LeBron James is still defying age. Anthony Davis, when healthy, remains one of the most dominant two-way forces in the league. And now, with Luka Doncic in the fold, the ceiling feels sky high. But championship basketball doesn't live on star power alone. You need fit, you need balance, you need depth. And right now, there's a very noticeable gap at that starting three spot. What this team lacks is that prototypical wing, a true 3-and-D player who can stretch the floor on offense while locking up elite scorers on the other end. It's a hole that's been lingering for a while. And if the Lakers are serious about maximizing the twilight years of LeBron while also capitalizing on Luka's prime, they can't just sit on their hands and hope it works itself out. Acquiring. That kind of piece, however, comes with a price. We're talking picks, valuable, future-altering first-rounders, and that's where things get tricky. Now, Luka's recent comments raise some eyebrows. In a good way, and maybe in a slightly concerning way too. He came out and said he believes this Lakers team, as currently constructed, has enough to win an NBA title. On the surface, that's the kind of leadership you want to hear from your star. Confidence, belief, drive. Luka's got all that and more. The man's a basketball genius. He believes he could win with you, me, and a bag of basketballs. That's how good he is. And let's be honest, he's not wrong. A player of Luka's caliber can raise the floor and ceiling of any team he's on. But here's the flip side of that coin. Is that kind of confidence being misinterpreted behind the scenes? Because here's the fear. What if Rob Pelinka hears Luka say that and thinks, okay, great, Luka's happy. He believes in this group. We're good. No need to push the panic button or shake up the roster. Let's ride this out. That kind of mindset could be dangerous. And to be fair, Rob has said the team isn't satisfied. He said they're still looking to improve. The hope is that those weren't just words for the media. Because if there's a deal on the table that makes sense, that fills a real need without gutting the future, then it has to be considered. Sitting on assets because of some future dream scenario is how windows close before they even fully open. Think about it. Let's say the Lakers have a shot to land a quality two-way wing, but it cost them a first-round pick. Do you really pass that up because you're waiting on some theoretical blockbuster involving Giannis or Jokic a year or two from now? That's a dangerous game. The idea of luring one of those superstars in free agency is enticing, of course. Who wouldn't want a pairing of Luka and Giannis or Luka and Jokic? That's a cheat code. But the reality is players of that caliber almost never hit unrestricted free agency. If a guy like Giannis or Jokic starts making noise about leaving, you better believe their teams will act fast. Either locking them down with supermax extensions or exploring trades to the highest bidder. And guess what? That highest bidder isn't always going to be the Lakers. Even if one of those stars were to request a trade and say, hey, I want LA, the competition would be fierce. Teams like Houston and San Antonio have an embarrassment of draft capital and young talent to offer. The Lakers, by comparison, would need every single chip available, multiple firsts, pick swaps, young players like Austin Reeves just to be in the conversation. And that's assuming the player pushes hard enough to limit their trade destinations. Without that kind of leverage, the Lakers are fighting an uphill battle. That brings us back to the present. If there's a deal to be made now, that makes you better without mortgaging everything, why wait? The truth is Los Angeles doesn't have to blow up their future to improve the roster in the short term. There are trade options out there. Players like Matisse Thybulle, Robert Williams, who could be had for reasonable packages. Neither of those guys is worth a first rounder on their own. Both have injury histories and both could hit free. Agency before truly impacting the team. But in a world where you're trying to plug specific holes and avoid sacrificing the long-term vision, these kinds of moves could make a lot of sense. And look, we know the Lakers are also keeping an eye on cap flexibility. They want room to make a big move in 2026 or 2027. They're playing chess, not checkers. But that doesn't mean you sit idly by while the rest of the West gets stronger. If you're going to wait on Giannis or Jokic or any other superstar, you better be sure they're coming. Not hope, not assume. No. Because if not, you're just treading water while your window with LeBron slowly closes. Speaking of LeBron, there's another layer to this situation that nobody can ignore. If next season rolls around and things don't pan out, there's a very real possibility that LeBron could ask to move on. And if that happens, a sign and trade becomes the most likely outcome. He's not taking a veteran minimum to go play for a rebuilding team. He's not walking away from the game quietly. He'll want to compete. Maybe that means a return to Cleveland. Maybe it means linking up with another contender. Whatever the case, the Lakers could get valuable as assets in return. Someone like Darius Garland or Jared Allen, for example. Add those names to a core that still includes Luka and Austin Reeves, and suddenly you've got something interesting again. Plus, you still hold those future firsts and pick swaps. That's the kind of flexibility you need if you're trying to build a new contender around Luka. And let's not pretend the Lakers haven't gambled on a maybe before. We've seen this franchise wait and wait. Think back to the Kawhi Leonard saga. The front office held out hope, skipped moves, missed out on other opportunities, and in the end, Kawhi went elsewhere. They still won a title that year, but it was a risk. You can't assume lightning will strike twice. If you hold out for Giannis or Jokic and it doesn't happen, then what? You're stuck. You're looking around at other teams loading up. Wow, you've wasted seasons you can't get back. Now maybe, just maybe, the Lakers know something the rest of us don't. Maybe Luka has already whispered in Rob Pelinka's ear that Jokic has one foot out the door in Denver. Maybe there's a plan already in motion, something behind the scenes that makes this wait worthwhile. If that's the case, sure, you hold tight. If Luka is telling you, trust me, he's coming, then okay, you listen. But if it's nothing more than speculation, then you have to move like a team that wants to win right now. You can't build a championship team on hope alone. And remember, it's not just about trading for stars. The Lakers have expiring contracts that could become valuable closer to the trade deadline. Teams looking to shed salary will be open for business. If you can flip those expiring deals for rotation players on reasonable contracts, you might not even need to dip into your future assets, or at least not your most valuable ones. Just be careful. You don't want to take on a bad deal just to make a move. Bringing in someone like Jeremy Grant with a bloated contract could tie your hands long term. Flexibility is important, yes, but smart, calculated aggression is even more important. Think about a guy like Andrew Wiggins. If the Warriors or another team just want to move his salary and you can make that deal without touching your first round picks, maybe using a young player like Dalton Neck, that's worth exploring. Wiggins, even if not the ultimate prize, becomes another movable piece down the line. He's a known quantity, a player you can include in a bigger package if a superstar does become available. That kind of strategic stacking is what the Lakers should be doing right now. Luka Doncic wants to win. That much is clear. He didn't come to Los Angeles to put up stats and flame out in the second round. He's here for banners, but for that to happen, the front office has to be just as committed as he is. Standing pat, hoarding picks and dreaming about the perfect star falling into your lap is not a strategy. It's wishful thinking. This team doesn't need a massive overhaul. It needs smart tweaks. It needs pieces that complement Luka, LeBron, and AD. It needs to shore up the defense, add shooting, and find that perfect glue guy who can do the dirty work and hit a corner three. There are options. There are pathways. There are trades out there that don't cost you your entire future but make you significantly better right now. The question is whether the Lakers are willing to act, or whether they'll sit back and wait for a superstar fantasy that may never materialize. And if that happens, if they wait and miss again, how many more chances do they think they'll get? And here's where things get even more layered. It's not just about the Lakers making a move. It's about making the right move at the right time. One misstep, one poorly calculated trade, and suddenly you're locked into a bloated contract that doesn't match Luka's timeline, doesn't support LeBron's final years, and puts the team in limbo just as the Western Conference keeps getting deeper and more dangerous. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on. The Los Angeles Lakers have officially secured two significant additions to their roster for the upcoming NBA season, announcing the signings of Andrew Wiggins and Nick Claxton. These acquisitions represent a strategic move by the Lakers management. aimed at bolstering their squad depth and enhancing their competitiveness in what promises to be an intensely challenging season. Andrew Wiggins, known for his athleticism, scoring ability, and defensive versatility, arrives with a proven track record from his previous seasons, particularly during his tenure with the Golden State Warriors. Wiggins' capacity to contribute on both ends of the court aligns perfectly with the Lakers' ambitions to return to championship contention. Meanwhile, Nick Claxton, a young and promising center, adds size and defensive presence to the front court, offering valuable rebounding and shot blocking skills that could prove crucial in tight matchups. The Lakers front office has been diligent in analyzing their roster needs, focusing on creating a balanced team that combines experienced talent with youthful energy. This calculated approach underscores their commitment to building a championship caliber team capable of competing against the league's elite. Fans and analysts alike have welcomed the news enthusiastically, acknowledging that Wiggins and Claxton's additions will provide new tactical options and greater flexibility for head coach Darvin Ham. These signings send a clear message that the Lakers are determined to reassert themselves as a dominant force in the Western Conference. The arrival of Andrew Wiggins to the Lakers brings a wealth of experience and skill that can immediately impact the team's dynamics on the court. Wiggins is renowned for his ability to create his own shot, drive to the basket with agility, and defend multiple positions, making him a versatile asset in the Lakers' rotation. His offensive prowess was on full display during his time with the Warriors, where he played a crucial role in their recent championship run. The Lakers, having faced challenges in maintaining consistent scoring options, will benefit from Wiggins' presence, particularly alongside stars like LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Wiggins' defensive commitment also offers a vital element to the Lakers' strategy as they aim to improve their perimeter defense and overall team toughness. The integration of Wiggins into the Lakers system is expected to be seamless, given his adaptability and professional mindset. Furthermore, Wiggins' experience in high-pressure playoff scenarios will be invaluable for a Lakers team eager to make a deep postseason push. His signing reflects the Lakers' emphasis on acquiring players who can perform under pressure and contribute meaningfully in critical moments. This acquisition not only strengthens the Lakers' wing positions, but also demonstrates the team's intent to compete at the highest level through a blend of talent and experience. Nick Claxton's signing with the Lakers represents an exciting development for both the player and the franchise. Claxton, a young center known for his defensive instincts, shot-blocking ability, and athleticism, will add much-needed depth to the Lakers' front court rotation. At just 24 years old, Claxton brings youthful energy and potential, traits that complement the veteran presence of the team's established stars. The Lakers have recognized the importance of reinforcing their interior defense, especially given the physicality of the Western Conference. Claxton's ability to protect the rim and secure rebounds will be instrumental in creating second chance opportunities on offense while limiting opponents' scoring inside. Additionally, his mobility and athleticism allow him to switch defensively and cover ground quickly, attributes that are crucial in the modern NBA's fast-paced style of play. The Lakers coaching staff sees Claxton as a player who can develop further within their system, benefiting from veteran mentorship and a competitive environment. This signing also signals the franchise's forward-thinking approach, blending seasoned veterans with emerging talent to sustain success over the long term. Claxton's contribution on defense and on the boards will provide the Lakers with more versatility and balance, improving their overall team performance on both ends of the floor. These two signings are part of a broader strategy by the Los Angeles Lakers to recalibrate their roster and regain their competitive edge following a challenging recent season. The Lakers have been actively seeking players who can fill specific roles, addressing weaknesses such as scoring consistency, perimeter defense, and front court depth. By securing Andrew Wiggins and Nick Claxton, the Lakers demonstrate a commitment to building a well-rounded team capable of adapting to different opponents and game situations. This approach is crucial in the highly competitive Western Conference, where depth and versatility often determine success in the playoffs. Both Wiggins and Claxton bring complementary skills that fit the Lakers system under head coach Darvin Ham, who emphasizes defense, pace, and teamwork. The Lakers management has shown patience and strategic foresight in assembling this roster, prioritizing players with both immediate impact and long-term potential. These moves also aim to create a more balanced scoring distribution, reducing the offensive burden on star players and improving the team's overall efficiency. The signings are expected to energize the Lakers fan base, reigniting hope for a return to championship contention. As the Lakers enter training camp and preseason preparations, the integration of Wiggins and Claxton will be key to setting the tone for the season ahead. Looking ahead, the Los Angeles Lakers' acquisition of Andrew Wiggins and Nick Claxton positions the franchise for a promising season with renewed aspirations for NBA glory. These signings not only strengthen the team's on-court capabilities, but also enhance the locker room dynamic, blending experience with youthful enthusiasm. The Lakers' strategy of combining proven performers like Wiggins with developing talents like Claxton creates a versatile and resilient roster ready to face the challenges of a demanding season. This balanced approach is critical for navigating injuries, strategic adjustments, and the intensity of playoff basketball. With these reinforcements, the Lakers will aim to improve their defensive solidity, increase scoring options, and maintain a high level of physicality and energy throughout games. The additions of Wiggins and Claxton will provide head coach Darvin Ham with greater flexibility in rotations and tactical decisions, enabling the team to adjust effectively against different styles of play. Moreover, these signings send a strong message to the league that the Lakers remain a formidable contender, eager to reclaim their status among the NBA's elite. As the season unfolds, all eyes will be on Los Angeles to see how these new players integrate and contribute to the team's quest for another championship banner. The excitement surrounding the Lakers roster moves has reignited optimism and anticipation for a thrilling season ahead. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.